What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the catastrophic experience that was my stay at the Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa, Kos. It's like a never-ending nightmare that refuses to dissipate. As I sit here, reliving the horrors, I'm reminded of my grandmother's words: if you want to make a good first impression, start with a good last impression. Oh, how Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa, Kos failed miserably. Let me begin with the most heinous of crimes, their blatant disregard for customer satisfaction. I mean, who tries to charge €4,000, approximately $8,000 for a 3-night stay? That's like trying to sell a broken promise wrapped in a pretty bow. It's extortion, plain and simple. And the audacity to try to justify it with some fancy math and a side of condescending attitude? Unacceptable. But, I digress. The real tragedy unfolds when you realize that this establishment is, in fact, a 5-star resort. 5 stars. Can you believe it? It's like they're mocking the very fabric of our collective expectations. I mean, what even is a 5-star experience if not a symphony of excellence, a harmonious blend of luxury and service? Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa, Kos is like a cacophonous mess, a discordant note that shatters the illusion of grandeur. Now, let's talk about the all-inclusive part, or rather, the lack thereof. They advertise it as a luxurious spread, but in reality, it's a paltry selection of stale pastries and wilted lettuce. I mean, who thought it was a good idea to serve cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's like they're trying to induce a sugar coma in their guests. And don't even get me started on the low-quality drinks served on the all-inclusive plan. It's like they're trying to recycle last week's leftovers. But, hey, at least the hotel is suitable for families, right? Wrong. Oh, so wrong. I mean, who designs a presidential suite that's only worthy of a 4-star rating? It's like they're trying to insult our intelligence. And don't even get me started on the dress code at the buffet. Who does that? It's like they're trying to police our wardrobes instead of providing a decent meal. And then, there's the pool. Oh, the pool. Closing it at 6 p.m. is like shutting down the sun. It's like they're trying to suck the joy out of our vacation. And the dirty pools with sand on the bottom? More like a toxic wasteland. I mean, who doesn't clean their pool regularly? It's basic human decency, folks. But wait, it gets better. The lifts don't work, and when they do, they break down, leaving you stranded in a metal box. It's like they're trying to recreate the Titanic, minus the iceberg. And the undeserved tone and behavior from the bar staff? More like a masterclass in passive aggression. I mean, who doesn't know that a smile and a kind word can go a long way? And let's not forget the crowning jewel, the beach. It's like they're trying to create a mini ecosystem of discomfort. The sea area not so nice to spend the day? That's like saying the Grand Canyon is just a hole in the ground. And the windy and narrow sand area? More like a never-ending battle against the elements. As I sit here, trying to make sense of this catastrophic experience, I'm reminded of my favorite saying: you can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in glitter. Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa, Kos might try to sugarcoat their failures, but at the end of the day, a turd is still a turd. So, dear friends, if you're considering staying at this monstrosity, let me leave you with a piece of advice: don't. Just don't. It's like playing a game of emotional Russian roulette. You never know when the other shoe will drop. And trust me, you don't want to experience the agony of disappointment that I did. What do you think, guys? Have you had a similar experience at Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa, Kos? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Here is the script. You know, I'm looking into some stuff near Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa, Kos, and I gotta tell you, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Businesses around there, they're like, super good at making you feel comfortable, you know? But sometimes, that comfort can turn into a scam. Like, I found out that some shops near the resort, they're really good at making fake deals, just to get your money. They'll be like, oh, we'll give you 50% off if you buy this expensive watch. But really, it's just a cheap imitation. So, this one guy, he falls for it, and he ends up buying this fake watch for like, €500. I'm guessing he felt really stupid afterwards, like, how could I be so blind? You know, it's just common sense, but sometimes, we get caught up in the moment. And I'm guessing the shop owner, he just laughed all the way to the bank. And then, there's the exchange rate scam. Some cafes and restaurants near Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa, Kos, they'll give you a super bad exchange rate, just to make a quick buck. Like, I heard of this one family. They went to a cafe, and they exchanged their money, thinking they got a good deal. But really, they lost like 20% of their money. I'm guessing they were like, what's going on? We got ripped off. And the cafe owner, he just shrugged it off, like, oh, sorry about that. It's just not right, you know? These businesses, they're taking advantage of people who are just trying to have a good time. I mean, Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa, Kos, it's supposed to be a place to relax, not to get scammed. And I'm guessing, if you're not careful, you might fall victim to one of these scams too. The businesses near Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa are a tragic comedy of errors. If you came here expecting charm, efficiency, or even basic competence, lower your expectations. This is not a place where businesses thrive on quality. Instead, they survive on confusion, indifference, and the occasional act of daylight robbery. Let's begin with markets. The Kos Municipal Market is less a bustling bazaar and more a sad collection of overpriced trinkets and sweaty tourists. Visitors describe it as expensive, smaller than expected, and, worst of all, not a real market. One person thought they'd find fresh produce, only to be met with souvenirs that don't taste nice. Another called it Mykonos meets Saint-Tropez, but not in a good way, more like Mykonos meets a parking lot. Then there's Artemis Hamam, Massage and Spa, a place where relaxation goes to die. The reviews paint a picture of chaos, waiting 50 minutes in swim trunks, masseurs who seem to enjoy their job a little too much, and CCTV cameras that make you wonder if your massage will end up on the internet. One woman left with a rash from an overzealous scrub, while another described the whole experience as a factory. The only consistent thing here? Disorganization. Beach bars? Oh, they're a special kind of disappointment. Alibaba Beach Bar operates on a simple rule: pay more, get less. Tourists report being forced to spend €40 just to sit on a sunbed, only to be ignored by waiters who act like serving you is a personal insult. One guest waited an hour for a burnt chicken sandwich. Another was told to leave because they only wanted drinks. The message is clear: if you're not spending big, you're not welcome. Mealless Beach Bar is no better, just more expensive. Imagine paying €25 for a sunbed, only to be told you also have to order food to sit at a table. The sea? Dirty. The service? Worse. One guest described the DJ as someone pulled off the street, which is generous, considering the music was just loud noise with no transitions. And if you dare ask for Wi-Fi? Forget it. Restaurants? Broadway Restaurant is where good reviews go to be betrayed. Tables sit empty while guests roast inside like chickens in an oven. The fish arrives half raw, the waiters act like you're interrupting their day, and the only thing consistent is the disappointment. One diner called it the best restaurant on the island if your last meal was airport fast food. Nightlife? Downtown Club is a ghost town with a €10 cover charge. The DJ plays music no one dances to, the bouncers are rude, and the only people inside are the ones who got tricked into entering. One visitor said it was the only club left in Cartagena, which explains why Cartagena's nightlife is dead. And then there's Jackson's, a place where the owner seems to think racism and drunken rants are part of the customer experience. Staff are terrified of him, service is non-existent, and the beach is littered with cigarette butts and half-eaten food. One family was subjected to a racist tirade while their grandchildren ate ice cream. Another found worms in their sandwich. Charming. So what's the lesson here? The businesses near Astir Odysseus Kos Resort and Spa are a minefield of mediocrity. Some will overcharge you. Some will ignore you. Some might even insult you. And if you're really unlucky, you'll experience all three at once. The only mystery is how these places stay open. But then again, tourists keep coming, wallets in hand, hoping this time will be different. Spoiler, it won't be.